Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. So, I picked up this project car a while ago, and it has a little bit of rust on the one fender here. I think the other fender's dinged in, so if I can find some cheap fenders, sure. But it's just going to be a driver. It's going to get a body kit and get painted. There's a little bit of rust back here, too, so ground down, probably fiber bondoed, something like that. The other fender might actually get replaced. But yeah, so I did a thing too with this stuff. Let's pop that open real quick. So I put a speaker where there shouldn't be a speaker, and it's pop-rooted in place. This one here had a grill for one or for something, so I ended up bolting that one in place. So there's a 6.5 there and a 6.5 there. Up in the front in the normal area, right up there is a 5.25. And then I did a super tweeter right here with a crossover. So the super tweeter with the crossover, that is a passive crossover. And so there's a 6.5 in the door as well. And over here, they have another crossover with a super tweeter. So that side is identical. It's both subs are actually set as, or both woofers, I should say, are set as a 8 ohm load. So they're both 4 ohm, but they're actually as 8 ohm. So I actually put them as 8 ohm or cross them down. So the crossover sees 8 ohm. And then basically what I did is I have it to where I have a backstage that's a passive 3 speaker system. So I have the super tweeter in the back, um, in the way back, because I didn't want the super tweeter where the 5.25s go. So I had, they're angled, um, the 5.25s are angled kind of at me, so it's kind of be really loud. Like if I was to be jamming and that's where the super tweeter would be, it would be pretty damn loud. So I wanted the super tweeters in the back to help dumb down some of that sound. So I put the 5.25s there, and then I put the 6.5s in the back off the little deck that they have back there for the seatbelt landing area, and I figured that'd be okay. I have the um, down for sound speakers in here as well, 6.5s. So both sets of 6.5s, these ones and the ones that are on that back deck area, I got from a buddy of mine. We just took them out of his car. Everything worked, I guess, but we just took them out of his car because his car got a new soundstage system. So it got um, 2 8s in each door and 2 super tweeters in each door, inside of some pods. So he's like, "Hey, I'm not using these. Do you want these for your new car project?" And I said, "Sure, why not? I'll take them, um, and I'll use them." So if he doesn't want anything for them, then I'm not gonna obviously go out of my way and be like, "Hey, here's some money for them," because he said I could have them. But in the long run, too, he owes me money for doing stuff onto his car. So I figured I'd work a deal with him and just take some of the money that he owes me off working on the car and just exchange them for the speakers, because they are good speakers and he could have turned around and sold them. So I have brand new 5.25s, DS18s in the back paneling area. The 6.5s are used, but they were running off of, I don't know if they were amped. I think they were amped, but I don't think that they were ever really abused. Um, so we're going to see how they work out. The super tweeters are brand new as well too. Those are CT sounds. The crossovers are used ones that he got from somewhere. I think he said he got them off like Marketplace or something like that. So I don't know if they actually function or work. They are an older series Rockford. So we'll see how that works out. I do like the shape of them and the positioning of them. Again, those are pop riveted in place. So everything is set up and ready to go. And it's right now I'm having a problem because I pulled out the power antenna wire. And so it had a power actuating antenna, I actually pulled that out. And for some reason now I have no sound out of my stereo. I think there's a way that there's something that loops through back there, that controls like the amp kick on for this system. So now I got to take the deck out and take the front part of the stereo part, or figure out, YouTube it, and try to figure out where the actual amp is for this system. And if I can figure that out, where the actual amp is for this system, it's got to be somewhere up there, I'm sure, underneath that dash. Then I can just bypass the amp, or I can figure out what wire loops for the power kick on for the amp. Because once I took out that power antenna, it just ended up not working. Like, there's just no sound out of the deck. So, and there's not really any information online about how to loop that. So if you guys have any comments on it and know anything about how to loop that in the 1992 Ford Probe, this is the XL, just let me know, and I will definitely try it 100% and give it a whirl. Anyways, I just figured I'd do like a little update video on this and just kind of let you guys know. So I'll just kind of drop this directly on YouTube, no edits. So if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.